Hello, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio on this pre-match show. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel is the one and only Bridge and Fox. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Afternoon, Ox. Afternoon, Bridgeman. I've just got the team up here.
Excellent.
How was it, mate?
The team is McGregor in goal.
Yep.
The back four of Tav, Worrell, Katic and Barisic. Midfield consists of McCrory, Jack and Arfield. And up front, Candias, Kent and Morelos.
3 changes. So, Katic in for Macaulay. Candias in for Davis. And obviously, McCrory in for Davis and Candias in for Defoe, yeah?
That's the way it looks, mate. The substitutes are Fotheringham is the reserve goalkeeper. And on the bench we have Gareth Macaulay, Andy Halliday, Koulibaly, Steve Davis, Glenn Middleton and Jermaine Defoe.
4 changes. I missed out the Barisic one. Sorry about that, Fox. I missed out Barisic.
Aye. Andy Halliday for Andy Halliday, yep.
Aye. 4 changes. Thoughts, Bridgeman?
Yeah, it's getting closer to what he wanted from the Celtic game. Let's put it that way. It's getting closer to that. Worrell and Katic, it's a wee bit of a surprise to a certain extent, because Golds is injured. But it should be okay. I think, to be honest, I think most Rangers fans are thinking, would he play Worrell? Will he not play Worrell? He said himself he wanted to give him that other chance, I think. So let's hope it all works out for him. But it's not a bad team. I'm quite happy with that.
We'll discuss the team, and if people want to join us, it's 0141 356 1972. But the manager put a presser this morning, so get yourself on mute, lads. We'll hear from the manager, and then we'll discuss the team. That all right with you, Bridge?
Brilliant, pal, brilliant.
All right, Fox?
Okay with me.
All right, get yourself on mute.
Still feel the pain, still feel the disappointment because of the manner how we've gifted points away, really. 2 stupid goals we've given away. I think we started the game extremely well and positive and played some really good stuff and deserved to be in front. And at that time, after 12 minutes, we're still looking like we're going to be the team that's going to go and get the second. Unfortunately, we couldn't make that happen. And we obviously gift Kilmarnock a chance to get back into the game, which is obviously a mistake. Joe's put his hand up for that. That's out of character. He's been very good and consistent for us. But even at that stage of the game, I expected a better reaction from going level. But I felt we struggled from there on to half-time. Then obviously getting calmness at half-time, you'd expect to reset and go out and put a positive second-half performance in, but I didn't see that. So that's the most disappointing thing, that overall the performance wasn't there and we've gave 2 stupid goals away.
When you're analysing the game in the build-up to the match at Livingston, those first 20 minutes you talk about were excellent. Can you focus on that and try to look at that?
I think whatever the game is, you always take positives out the game. It's obviously a lot easier if you put in a fantastic performance and you get the result you want. It's a lot easier because there's positives all over the place. But I think the message to the team is you can't perform for 22 minutes. Not at elite level football. You've got to make sure your performance is there for the 90 minutes. So, I expect a reaction individually and collectively from the team. We've lost ground, important ground, which is disappointing because we've worked ever so hard to put ourselves in a good position. And now we need a reaction. We need a positive performance at Livingston, and we need to go there and try and take maximum points.
In some respects, is it maybe good to be going to a similar type game at Livingston? We know how good they are at home. Similar surface, again a huge away support's going to be there. It's kind of similar circumstances to Kilmarnock.
Yeah, I mean they're all the facts of the game. Plastic pitch, Livingston are strong, they're big, they're physical. You'd obviously respect all that, but this is about us and us trying to find our best performance. If we do, we know we're capable of getting the result we want. So the focus for me is certainly on us. I want reactions out of people that underperformed at Kilmarnock. I want to see positive individual performances, and I also want to see a team performance that shows me that they want to go and react and they're disappointed from the Kilmarnock result.
Is it in these moments that you learn most about your footballers, about your players?
I think we always learn every single day. We see them close up. From time to time you get surprised. the individuals that were involved in the Kilmarnock goals, that's a surprise because you don't usually see them making them kind of errors. Although I felt the second goal was a catalogue of errors, a square pass, open to a counter-attack. We let Jordan Jones go on the strongest foot and shoot from that distance. We back off and back off and back off. So things surprise you as a manager, but you're always learning every single day.
Very honest, obviously. The inkling what the team would be. Obviously, he's praised Big Warrow then. Macaulay did have a great game on Wednesday night neither, Bridgeman.
No, I think there's a lot of poor play all over on Friday night. You'd struggle to find a real star man. Some of the players played better than others, that's all you can say about it. Just a very poor performance. Can I give the team out again, just in case? We've got McGregor, Tavernier, Worrell, Katic and Barisic. Midfield, McCrory, Jack and Arfield. Forward line, Candeas, Morelos and Kent. You're going back to what you could call your old 4-3-3. And when I say old, it's not that old, but we're going back to a 4-3-3. And
right, we'll be joined by a caller, afternoon caller.
How you doing, boys? Pool Ranger, yeah.
Pool Ranger, I was calling you Bull Ranger the other night. What you doing your spare time's up to yourself, mate.
I've been called a few things up, so I've not been called a bull.
How we doing, mate? All right?
No bad, I'm just hoping for a better result and performance than the other night, yeah.
Well, first and foremost, it's about the result, and the performance couldn't be any worse, could it?
Nah, we were all a wee bit excited all night, weren't we, with Davis and Defoe and all that coming in, but I think it kind of backfired on us, didn't it?
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, mate, eh?
Aye, it just didn't work the other night for some reason.
Defoe, tell you, he scored one game, one goal, but...
Well, that's it, he's a poacher, Ox, and if we make chances, he'll put the ball in the net, you know what I mean? But I know he's not playing the day. You've got to go with Morelos all the time, all day long anyway, innit?
For me, during the week, he was our best player, Morelos.
Aye, 100%. I'm just a wee bit worried about Worrell, same as all the rest of the guys, innit? I love Gerrard, and I think he's absolutely brilliant. I love the way he talks, but the interview the other day when he says it was a bit uncharacteristic to make a mistake. How many times has he made these mistakes this season?
Dundee. I'm trying to think. There's been a few others. There
has been a few Hawks.
The very, very first minute of the semi-final at Hampden, he set the tone for the whole match.
Aye.
But look, he is a young lad. Gerrard's picked him. Hopefully he comes out, steady performance today, and the people in front of him put the ball in the net.
I definitely. I hope he does, because we've got to get behind the boys, innit? And I hope he comes out today and has a great game.
Here. Bridge, you've been my centre-half expert. What would you have done?
On the other night, Wednesday night,
I
would have taken him off. I would have taken Worrell off immediately.
I would have done that, Bridge.
I would have taken him off immediately.
Think about it, Bridge. When you played, every time you made a mistake, you get took off. You'd never get again.
No, it's just the other night. I thought he's had a howler, and he's not been great up to now, and he's had a howler. So for his own sake, take him off.
Would you take somebody off after 20 minutes to make a mistake?
No, far from it.
No,
By the way, he's been rightfully slaughtered for his mistake, but he wasn't the worst man in the park on Wednesday night. Up until he made that mistake, he looked confident enough. He was winning the balls in the air and cleaning up very well at the back. Made the mistake, and then for the next 20 minutes up to half time, he kind of fell apart. But in the second half, he started to get his act together, Worrell, and I thought he played the rest of the game okay, mate. Didn't make many mistakes after that. I'm glad
I wouldn't let you play under Bridge, man. He'd be a tough taskmaster.
I have to say, I thought he was having a dreadful game up to that point, and I just cemented it. However, in saying that, he stayed on. He was there for the 90 minutes, and we only lost another goal because between him and Macaulay and the goalkeeper, we ended up losing another goal. That's just my opinion. For me, I would have certainly taken him off, and if I had a decent centre half in there that I knew about. I don't know if Katic is any better, let's put it that way. So maybe the manager did the right thing, I don't know. I certainly would have had a bit more confidence if he was off the park than on it, put it that way.
I think his choices at centre half are correct today. We'll be expecting a physical game, and I think Worrell and Katic are more physical than Worrell and say the likes of Macaulay with Goldson being out. I think he's picked the right pair at the back. We'll just need to see how they go on the day. Katic presents a wee bit of a threat in the opposition box. And also, he'll need to win a lot of games because we know how Livingston's going to play today. There'll be the usual long throws, big balls into the box. So those two will need to stand for him today and offer a wee bit more at set pieces up front for us as well.
I agree with you there, Fox, 100%.
Fox, is that big boy playing for him that scored against us the last time, the big coloured fella?
I think I can give you the Livingston team here. The Livingston team is the young boy Kelly, who used to be at Rangers at the back. They usually play a three with, I think it's Gallagher, Halkett and Lithgow are usually the three. Five across the middle will probably be Lammy, Lawless, Byrne, Pittman and Jacobs, with Erskine and Menga up front. The big boy Menga, that's the one you're talking about.
He's not the best player in the world, but the last time he kind of bullied their defence. He scored the last time.
He's a very physical big player, yes.
That boy Jacobs, he puts in a lot of effort, then he ends up cream crackered.
Yeah. But anyway, you've got to realise...
We've also been joined by JFK. Afternoon, JFK.
Afternoon, guys.
Hi, Jimmy. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right. Bridge, how you, Fox?
Fine, Jimmy. Thank you.
Good, man. Hi, Ox Jerry. Feeling good today, son?
I'm getting there, mate. 3 points would make me feel a lot better.
Just heard he's reading out the team there. Just one away from what I would have said. I'd had Davis in there instead of Arfield, but hey-ho. Glad to see he's went with the 4-3-3. I'm happy with that. Put the two guys on the bench, give them a wee time on the bench and let them know it's Rangers are playing for. They're just not come up and get a game, and that's not been disrespectful to Defoe and Davis. So I'm happy with the team, guys. I'm looking forward to the game. Let's see how it goes today. Need to be strong today. He's put his confidence in Worrell today, so he needs to show the gaffer that he's up for it. So he needs to get rid of the powder puff marshmallow heat and get into it. So I'm happy with that team, guys.
It wasn't his head that let him do the other night, mate. It was his feet.
It's his feet. Well, chocolate feet, as Tom Miller says. The man's got feet like a chocolate.
Pool with Barisic on the left, and no offence to Andy Halliday, who I think's been excellent this season.
It gives us a bit more balance, Ox, doesn't it?
Aye. And also you get a bit more threat with the quality of the boys into the middle.
Aye, definitely. And the thing with Barisic will push on a bit. He'll push on, whereas Andy Halliday doesn't really push on down the wing. Barisic will push on, and it will maybe free up Ryan Kent on the left off Candias, whatever side they're on. And it's been an attacking threat, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's going to go in the set pieces, no tab for the corner kicks.
No, definitely. I like Barisic. I just think he's not been used to this Scottish football, and I think that's what Gerrard's problem is, isn't it? He just try to toughen him up a wee bit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Jimmy, any comment?
I agree with Paul said there. I definitely. I've always been raving about Barisic when we brought him in and that, and I just think maybe he hasn't been used to the game. We did hear the gaffer saying that him and Gresda had to toughen up a bit, so this is the type of game he's got to show everybody that he is tough enough for it. And I'm happy he's doing that left, doing there with Kent, and the same on the other side with Big Tav, with Daniel support. Well, he's up in front of Tav, so I'm hopeful. If we roast them in the first half and we manage to get a couple of goals first half, then that's the time then to maybe bring Defoe in and see if we can bang a couple of goals in the second half. But let's go for the jugular today. Get it down the wings, open up the game the way we should have done against Kilmarnock and spread them about the park and let our wingers do their job and get the ball in and see what Fred... Let's see how Fred performs today. because we've all been saying here about him up front with Defoe, but I think we're all under the same impression that he's better up there as a lone striker, so he plays better on his own. So let him prove he's all right, and let's see. But the gaffer's made the right decision by bringing Barisic in, Oxford, definitely.
Only time will tell, Bridgeman, only time will tell.
Absolutely, but I'm really looking forward to the game. If in the 4-3-3, it sort of lifts the spirits a wee bit, because I didn't know where we were going to go with this 4-4-2 stuff. Plus, I'm pleased that the two guys aren't playing from the start. I think these pitches are just no made for it, for someone just starting, as far as I'm concerned. Two, to me, poor pitches and two tough teams, Kilmarnock and this Livingston team. Very tough teams to play against. So we need to be on the ball, and we need to be up for it. Really up for it, which we weren't on Wednesday. We weren't up for it. After 20-odd minutes, we just, as you saw yourself, everything went. So
I think
really
we
need
were
to be
up for it, Bridge, and then when we lost
I'm saying that, we were up for it, and after 20, or whenever as they scored, and we just seemed to drop, So we really need to be up for it, and be up for it all the time. Get our shape into shape and go for it. And hopefully, Barisic up and down the wing, that'll give a big difference. And of course, Tavernier should be able to play the game that we know him to be able to play, because he hasn't actually played an attacking role for quite a wee while. Well, for the feel of it, I thought he did well against the Celtic, but it just seems such a long time ago, the Celtic game. It's only 2 games ago.
We play better football, guys, when we go down the wing with wide guys. I don't think playing through the middle is our strength.
Yeah.
Good point there.
Great point, mate. Great point.
And that'll suit right into Livingston hands. If we go through the middle, high balls and all that just plays right into their hands. We've got to open it. And sometimes they play free at the back, I think, at home. And if we get 2 wide players, we're going to split their defence right up. And it leaves chances for guys like Arfield and that running through the middle.
There's a man that could be pivotal for me today. Fox. Scott Arfield. I was fulsome in my praise for him after the Old Firm match. I thought he was dreadful on Wednesday night with the piece. But when he plays, we seem to play.
I like Scott Arfield. Is nobody surprised that Steve Davis isn't playing today?
Me.
I'm really surprised. I can see why Defoe maybe be missing, but I would have had Big Ross McCrory in, which he's got in there, for add a bit of physicality against a very physical side. But I would maybe a drop Jack and had Arfield and Steve Davis in the middle for a wee bit more creativity. I think the mistake that Steven Gerrard made since the winter break was he never used the Helsinki game in the Sunday as well as he could have. He could have tested that full formation out at Ibrox Park against a more skillful side than either Kilmarnock or who we're going to meet today, Livingston. And he should have found out there and then if it was going to work. Playing them for 45 minutes was a big mistake, and throwing them into a very important league game was a mistake by Steven Gerrard. He's tried to change the team back to what we were playing before the break today, and I was always in favour of sticking to the 4-3-3 myself.
See, I think the Cowden Beef game being postponed was a bit of a thing, Fox, wasn't it?
No, but Cowden Beef weren't going to be the same sort of threat. That Helsinki were a very, very much better team than Cowden Beef to try out your Defoe and Steve Davis. That should have been done at Ibrox. We could have found out how fit they were for 90 minutes. If they didn't come through the 90 minutes and still been able to play at Kilmarnock, then we would have known they weren't fit enough to play in that game. Mm-hmm. So the Helsinki game for me was a mistake he made. He never used it correctly.
Yeah.
Well, if people want to join us, give their thoughts on the team. The number's 0141 356 1972. Where else can they join us, Bridge?
They can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and Fox or Old School Blue will bring them in and look after them.
Right. Not me today. It's a glamorous assistant.
Either or, either.
Fox is hung up. What have you hung up, Fox?
His weekend boots.
I'm hung up my boots, aye.
Hung up your boots. Pool Ranger, how do you see it going, mate? Now you've seen the team.
You just didn't know with this team, Locks, to be honest. I really, really fancied us that night against Kilmarnock. And we started off 20 minutes absolutely brilliant. We just attacking full angle, and then we just fell away, fell apart. And it's going to be a hard game today, I think. We're going to need to score first. If we don't score first, the pressure's on us again, big time.
Yeah, I agree with that, mate, 100%. You know, I think if we do, unfortunately, go behind, I think it's an uphill struggle for us. Can I just come in there about Fox and say that? I mean, I picked the team apart from I had Steve Davis in it. You know, I was disappointed. I'd like to have seen. I'd have dropped Arfield for the day because I thought he had a poor game on Wednesday night, and obviously McCrory was in my starting lineup. Get back on what Poole said. That, you know, we're unpredictable. We were talking about it the other night. You know, we're blowing hot and cold. We can't seem to be putting a good run of games in a row here to get wins. So I'm just hoping my hopes that we don't go. Obviously, we don't go behind, because then it does become an uphill struggle. Because we know what Livingston will do. All teams do anyway when they play the Gers. They just put 10 behind the ball. So we need to go for it right away. As I say, I'm pleased the two wingers are there. So go for it right away. A good 25 minutes. See if we can score a couple of goals and then take it from there. But we need to be on our guard. Worrell needs to be on his game today. The two centre backs need to be.
To win a football match, you only have to be good for a minute. Yeah?
Oh, that's right. Aye. Paul Shankly said that, yep.
You win a football match, you only have to be good for a minute. But we're looking for a performance and a result. But first and foremost today, it's a Bridgeman result. We're at that stage. Bridge?
Absolutely. I mean, I just want them to be able to play better, get themselves up there, get a goal for a start. But obviously they need to tighten up and be very, very tight at the back. Don't give in stupid away. Otherwise, we will get punished. This team has been punishing them, and Kilmarnock have been punishing other teams the whole season. And it's because of possibly sloppy play. And we can't afford sloppy play. Because these people put it away. Admittedly, they've not got the boy who's Hardy, you know, who scores a lot of goals, has scored a lot of goals for them. But that Dolly Menga, I mean, he's going to be in everybody's face most of the game. So we need to watch what we're doing. He makes the breaks for other people as well, you know.
I seen a wee thing earlier, guys, about Livingston at home. See, in their 10 games at home this season, out of the 30 points, they've collected 23 points out of the 30.
Yeah.
They've beat Hearts, they've beat Hibs, they've beat us, and they've drew with the scumbags.
Yep.
So it's not going to be easy.
But I think, Paul, we're making every game harder for ourselves, mate. You know, I agree with that. Because,
100%.
You know, because I mean, we can go at it and air it all the time. We're on a crest of a wave when we beat the puddle drinkers in the 29th, you know, and but let's not kid ourselves on. We did all think we were world beaters again, and then we come back down to earth with a bang. But you know, that's a great start you made there. 23 points out of 30 at home, so that shows you there are no any mugs, and we know that because they raped us at the rain ground the last time. So we need to go in there today with the attitude is that, you know, as we all said, it's a must win. And I'll go for a Bridgeman result today. If we get a 1-0 result today, I'll be delighted in 2 or 3 years' time when we come back on here. Absolutely. 1-0 will do me. I don't care where it comes to, but it's got to be a 3 points after the puddle drinkers, as usual, won yesterday. So let's hope that we put a performance in and we're good for 90 minutes, not just a 1 minute ox.
I don't think we should fear Livingston. I think it's terrible that Rangers are going to Livingston and the support are fearing them. They did have a good start to the season, there's no denying that, but they haven't won a game in the league since they beat Hearts 5-0 at Livingston. They've had a couple of draws and a few defeats since then. I don't think they've won in the last 5 league games, so I think we should go there and not fear them. If we're no good enough to beat Livingston, we're no good enough to win the league.
I totally agree with you there, Fox. Totally agree. But what I'm saying is that it's not a fact that they've won 23 points out of 30. It's a fact is that it's us It's the attitude that we put forward. We need to make sure that we go in with a positive attitude.
If we don't get the right attitude in games like this, mate, you've got to question the players and the management staff, mate.
Yeah.
Because this is what playing for Rangers is all about, Bridgeman.
Well, we've said this a couple of times. I question the players at all times. At the present moment, I'm quite happy the manager's there. He's picked the teams. We're speaking about a team of players that have played sky-high football. Absolutely brilliant stuff, particularly against that mob across the city. So we know the players can play. And surely our team, the players that we've got at Rangers, they're no fear to go to Livingston. They shouldn't have been feared to go to Kilmarnock. But it turns out it looked that way, but didn't it? They go on the pitches and they don't like it, or this happens, something happens, and they just completely lose it, or lose their confidence, or whatever it is they do. So I think managerially and fan-wise, we all think we should go there and beat Livingston. We're a far better team, far richer club, and so on and so forth. Not that matters when you get to the pitch, because it's the players that's got to do it, and that's where we need to show it. 4-3-3 is the favoured position, and we'll get good players used to playing together, and hopefully they're going to be able to go out and do that. But 1-0 for me, obviously I'd like them to go out there and absolutely batter that team, but 1-0 for me will do. Give us a victory.
No mollocate them, mate. No, just
we can mollocate them. We can build it up to a pumping if we want. You know what I mean?
Pool Ranger, how do you see it going, mate?
Just like I say, Docs, I just hope we come out 100% our school and don't put any pressure on myself. No silly mistakes, no daft mistakes. If any defenders, Worrell, feels as if he's under pressure, get the ball out, get it up the park. Don't mess about, especially not on the parks, because it's not worth messing about. It's not worth taking chances. And I think if we go early, see if we can get an early goal, I think after all night, I think we might go in 2 or 3-0 a day. I hope, really hope.
I'll take that, mate. Take that.
You're here. Hope he's right, Foxer.
Aye, and what I want to see is we've learned any lessons for the Kilmarnock game. We've got the 2 centre-backs there today who are not exactly ideal on the ball for McGregor to feed them with the ball. I hope we've found a solution to one of the centre midfielders coming back and picking the ball up and starting the play. There is no need to leave it between the 2 centre-backs. We must use Barisic on one side and Tav and the other as well to go forward. No this big long punt where Tav gets up on the edge at the edge of the park, try to header boys for McGregor's clearances for goal. I hope we've decided on a method of how to play out for the back a bit better than we've done recently.
I think, Fox, I think this might be where we might miss Davis, like you said. When you said McGregor putting the ball out and somebody spraying passes about, I think that's where we might miss Davis, because Ryan, Jack and that, they're not going to spray passes about the park.
The Davis could come on the last half an hour when people are getting tired and maybe fresh. Maybe drive us home. So. Bridge, people might have joined us late, mate. 4 changes. Give us a team.
The team is McGregor, Tavernier, Worrell, Katic and Barisic, McCrory, Jack and Arfield, Candias, Morelos and Kent. Substitutes Defoe, Davis, Halliday, Koulibaly, Macaulay and Middleton.
Some amount of Cap sitting on the bench, GFK.
Aye, that's the half, you know. We've got a cracking pool of players. It's just trying to knit them together. And whatever combination or formation the gaffer wants to play. It's a fantastic squad of players we've got. But we all know when Defoe and Davis are up and running,
hello,
we're going to
be cut across you, GFK. We've got a caller coming.
Oh, you go, mate.
Afternoon, caller.
All right, buddy. How are you doing?
Who is it? Let everybody know who it is.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you. Who is it?
Hello, can you hear me?
Aye, we can hear you. Tell everybody your name. Oh, gone. On you go, GFK.
I thought that sounded like Stevie there, but might have been wrong.
Don't think so, Stevie's... If it is, he'll come back in. On you go, GFK. GFK's on mute. Bridgeman, in you come.
JFK's in mute. Must be. I'll wait for another wee vodka later. Keep him going. No, I'm really looking forward to the game today, obviously. Looking forward to seeing our team playing this 4-3-3 that we're a wee bit better at. And my God, just let's play football and play football for at least 45 minutes and get a couple of goals, and we'll see how we can go for there. Really and truly, we desperately need to play well and get some feeling back in among the fans. Some good football.
I'm really intrigued about the Barisic situation, Pool Ranger.
It's a weird one, isn't it? And how do you think Andy Halliday feels? Because I don't think he's put a foot wrong. Like I said the other night before the game, I thought he's been absolutely outstanding, and he's not really done much to get dropped. But as Gerrard's always says, Barisic will be his number one left back. But if he was his number one left back, what did he not play against Kilmarnock for the other night?
Mm-hmm. He wasn't even in the squad, but he's back in the night.
So it's a weird one, isn't it?
Without a doubt, Barisic gives a better balance to the side. He's much more adventurous going forward than Andy is. Andy tended
100%.
Another, again, no one to slag Andy, as every Rangers supporter says that he's done well for us, but Andy as well is not exactly the best on the ball coming forward. So Barisic offers us the balance, plus the balls into the box, which hopefully we can convert into goals today.
Hope you're right, Fox. Hope you're right. Is JFK back with us?
I'm back, yeah, mate. I was thinking of the other TV for the basketball for a wife here.
All right, okay. You spoiled that woman.
Well, I need to get Dobbs on the big telly, mate. Let her see the wee telly.
You're not playing bingo like every other woman. What's this basketball?
Come on.
Turn that up.
See, today my ironing the day, Fox. Come on.
One of these stuff would take you a while.
The Glasgow Rocks are playing the final of the British Basketball Cup today in Birmingham, so it's on the TV live, so she's wanting to watch that, so I'm happy with that. Anyway,
if we don't score early, JFK, you'll be watching it and all.
Hey, I like a basketball, mate. Don't be giving me that. Hey, I'm all right with that. As long as he hasn't asked me to do the ironing, Pool, I'm all right with that.
She's even stopped asking me to do the painting.
The painting's done, mate. Come on, now, give a break. It only took me 4 and a bit weeks. That was no bad. I'll be interested to see if how he utilises the subsidy, guys. You know, think so. Going ahead to the game in Wednesday against Cowdenbeath, well, it'll be a heavy park. If we, depending on what the result is at whatever time, you know, if he decides to bring on maybe Davis or Defoe the last 30 minutes, will he do it as a norm, the usual hour, as we had with previous managers, just for the sake of it, or do you think he might give Fred a wee rest the last half hour, depending on the result?
I don't think this is the thing with some of the previous managers. I'll take this to Pool then, Bridge. I don't think you can make plans like that, because you don't know if somebody's going to run into somebody in the first minute and have to come off, or your team's going to be playing really badly. You're going to have to make changes or injuries. Lots of things. And then sometimes if you just change it for the changing's sake, it's no good to the people who's playing, because they might be playing well. Yep. Pool Ranger then, Bridge?
I agree with you on all. Just what you're saying there. I mean, you can't sit there and go, right, I'll play Morelos for the first half and maybe bring Defoe in after 55 minutes, because Candias might get an injury, or Ryan Kent might get an injury, so you never know with that. And then if Morelos has scored 2 goals or winning 2-0 and he's on a hat-trick and he's flying, you're not going to take him off. So you've just got to play it by ear, really, haven't you, and see what happens, get minute by minute.
Yeah. Bridgeman, and then we've been joined by the Sunday Diner. On you go, Bridge. Bridge is on mute, so we'll cut across the evening.
I hope they don't. I just hope they don't change it for the sake of changing. If they're going to swap Morelos, there needs to be a reason for swapping Morelos with Defoe. It's got to be a real reason. because at the end of the day, he's been our number one scorer, and he's the one that's been looking, shall we say, been able to handle heavy defenders against us. So I think if he plays a bit reasonably at all, I don't see any reason why you would want to change him. However, things might happen. It might happen.
Anyway, we've been joined by Rudy Bear. Briefly, should I say? Afternoon, Rudy.
Yeah, afternoon, gents. How we doing?
Hi, Rudy.
Aye, Jimmy.
Thoughts on the team, Rudy?
Aye, probably the team that should have played against Kelly, really, I mean, hindsight, 2020, usual, but looking at that team today, that's probably the team I would have put. Looks like whatever the wee problem was with Barisic has been sorted out. He wasn't even in the squad, I don't think, at all on Wednesday, was he? So Barisic is back at left back. Unfortunately, I'd have Barisic at left back all day long ahead of Andy Halliday, and that's not that Andy's let us down by any stretch of the imagination. I just think Barisic gives us much more going forward. He's got a sweet left foot on him, Barisic, he gives us much more going forward, Doc. So, Barisic back at left back. McCrory, glad to see McCrory back in again, because he done absolutely nothing to deserve being dropped, really. After the game on the 29th, he was superb, So hopefully he continues where he left off for us today, because I think we're going to need a wee bit of steel in that midfield today. It's got a big, tough team, Livingston, They're no mugs, really. For a team that's just come up into the Premiership, they've done really well.
They've held their own, Rudy. They've held their own.
They have, certainly have. They took points off most of the teams, certainly took points off us and most of the other teams in the SPFL,
The boy McCrory, and I'll take this to Fox and then to Pool Ranger, then back to yourself, Rudy, that he gives us that physicality in front. They were central defenders, plus he's an asset in other teams' box for set pieces. Fox?
I think his job today is to actually give us a 3 at the back when both full-backs push up. Give us that wee anchor at the back to help the two central defenders. I hope he plays that role where he is more defensive today. I don't want to see him venturing too far forward. We're better to have the 3 against the 2 attackers with the mobility of McCrory and his ability to get about the park. I'd say one thing, they might not be the best ever 2 central defenders we've got, but at least they're quick out of the ground. And McCrory will also help to bolt the door at the back, if you know what I mean.
Here, Pool Ranger. What? Pool?
I agree with Fox and all, McCrory, because obviously we're going to have Tavernier and Barisic pushing on. So at least with McCrory in there, there's somebody to sit there with the defenders in it, what Fox was saying, and because Tavernier will push on and so will Barisic. So and I like McCrory because as much as I like Ryan Jack, Ryan Jack breaks up possession. Arfield likes to get forward. McCrory just sits in there and he'll break up tackles. He'll win things and he'll get involved in things. So I like McCrory. I think it's a good decision.
Really?
Aye, I like McCrory as well. I kind of disagree with the two guys there. He covers the ground really well too. He's got a bit of pace, Gets a bit well, likes a tackles. Pool Ranger was saying there, he likes to break things up, he gets involved, and then moves the ball on. And it's noticeable to me as well, and especially in the game against the Dart side, that when he got the ball locks, he was quick at moving forward with it as well, So, really glad to see him back, He's talent, so he is. And he just sits, as Pool Ranger was saying, in front of that back 4, certainly in front of the centre backs, and he gives them a bit of. He adds a bit of strength to the back 4 because he's there, when he's needed, and he gets back at pace when he's needed, when he's required back there. So I'm really glad to see him there, possibly going forward. It's probably the midfield I would go with, for most of the season. Right. I think Stephen Davis will be match fit any time soon, to be honest,
Is that the end of Koulibaly, guys?
We might appear the odd cameo, mate.
I don't think he'll get ahead of Jack and McCrory for me.
I don't even think we'll sign him. I think that we'll probably not see him much now, and he'll go back to wherever he came to.
I agree with that.
There's only weeks left in reality.
Yeah.
GFK then, Bridge.
McCrory didn't merit being dropped against Kilmarnock. I think we were all mystified with that decision, you know. But the gaffer made the decision. He decided to play Davis in there, and it turned out to be the wrong decision. The boy's a cracking player, and I've always said to you, either him or Jack is the next Rangers captain for any. So, strong player, distribution of the ball is nice as well. So, I didn't merit being dropped against Carmarthen. It's great to see him back today. So, and Koulibaly, I don't think we'll see Koulibaly again, no even as a sub. I think
he's on the bench today, mate.
No, but I don't think I'm talking about in a used sub. He'll not be used sub. He'll no take part. He'll be maybe part of the pool Ox, but he'll not be. I don't think he'll contribute anything. No, so for me, unfortunately for him as well, but I don't think he'll be part of Rangers. I don't think we'll sign him. But it's nice to see McCrory back, definitely.
Bridgman?
Yeah, I think that most folk agree that possibly the manager made a wee mistake not playing McCrory on Wednesday night, and maybe a few other things that he made a wee mistake on. However, McCrory's got a great chance to show, the rest of the boys got a great chance to show that they're the ones in possession, and if these two guys that have come up and need to get a game, they need to fight them for it and show that they're worthy of it, because up to now we haven't seen that really. So no offence to anyone, I think that these two pitches that were played on are really, really tough pitches to play on, and maybe they've not got the legs on themselves yet for that. But really and truly, pleased to see McCrory back. Let's hope he shows the manager this is a guy. I'm the boy for this game. That's it.
Right, boys, I'm going to shoot off now, right, and get ready for this game. I'll give you a call back after the game, right?
Enjoy the match, Pool Ranger.
Hopefully we get the 3 points, all right, boys?
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Pool.
See you later, lad.
Yeah, well, we're getting near that time. Rudy, just because you were late joining us, just give your thoughts on how it's going to go, Rudy.
Well, we've got to get back to winning ways today. It's as simple as that, Alex. To lose another 3 points today is just we can't countenance that at all, I'm afraid. You know, I think the feeling around about the club and the support, if we lost today, would just be horrendous, to be honest. So we've got to get back to winning ways. You know, that's more or less the team, apart from, I think, maybe Andy Halliday, that played against the Tims and put on such a great performance. They need to get back to near that level again, because they showed. I don't expect them to play like that every single week for 90 minutes, because that's hard going. But they've got to put in that kind of performance for most of the game today. They're a big, strong team, Livingston. We need the 3 points. And as Bridgman keeps saying, the 1-0 gets us the 3 points.
Here. Can I thank Bridge? Yourself, Rudy, GFK, Pool Ranger, Fox, and with a caller that we didn't quite catch for taking the time to join us here at Rangers Radio. Old School and his glamorous assistant for doing the technicals. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle. Come on, the Rangers.
Come on, that Blue.
Come on, the Rangers. Keep it going for them.
Take it away, Old School Blue.
Give me a lifetime of promises and a world simple.